September is unlike any other month. It is a period charged with spiritual significance, a time when those chosen by God are called to rise to a new level of understanding, purpose, and fulfillment. The days of this month are not mere passages of time. They are opportunities for profound revelations, deep introspection, and the chance to face the spiritual forces that attempt to dim your light. The universe conspires in your favor, offering moments of clarity and transformation, where you are invited to step fully into the role that God has set for you. Yet with this extraordinary calling comes extraordinary challenges. You will find yourself walking a path where the forces of darkness may try to block your way, testing your resolve and determination. These forces are subtle yet powerful, manifesting through people, situations, and even within your own thoughts. But you were chosen for this moment. You are not here by accident. Your purpose is clear: to stand as a beacon of light, to bring hope, and to guide others through their own struggles. In this season, you must prepare yourself not only for the blessings ahead, but for the battles that will come with them. This is not a physical battle. The struggles you will face are not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual powers and principalities that seek to undermine your confidence and divine mission. These forces work in the shadows, often using those around you to distract or derail you from your purpose. They know that you carry something precious, a light that threatens the darkness, and so they try to extinguish it. But remember, darkness cannot overcome light. The brighter your light shines, the more the shadows retreat. You are called to illuminate the world around you, to expose the lies, deceit, and fears that bind people in spiritual chains. One of the most prevalent spiritual forces you may encounter during this time is jealousy. Jealousy is a powerful spirit that arises when others see your blessings, your grace, and your divine purpose. It can stir feelings of inadequacy and insecurity in those who cross your path, making them resent you for the gifts that God has given you. It's important to understand that their jealousy is not your burden to bear. You did nothing to provoke it. Rather, it is a reflection of their own struggles and shortcomings. Think of Joseph, who was favored by God and given dreams that revealed his future greatness. His brothers, consumed by jealousy, plotted against him, selling him into slavery in an attempt to rid themselves of the one who threatened their sense of self. But what they failed to realize was that Joseph's purpose was not something they could take away. God's plan for Joseph transcended their envy, and despite their betrayal, Joseph rose to become a leader, a savior for his family in their time of need. This is your story too. The jealousy you may encounter is only a temporary obstacle on your journey toward the fulfillment of your divine destiny. God's plan for you is unstoppable, but jealousy is not the only force you will contend with. Fear is another spirit that looms large, both within and around you. Fear has a way of distorting reality, making mountains out of molehills and casting shadows where there is only light. The spirit of fear thrives on insecurity, feeding on the doubts and uncertainties that lie within. It causes people to project their own fears onto others, to lash out in anger or hostility when they feel threatened. Those who see your confidence and courage may react defensively, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your light shines too brightly for them to handle. This was the same fear that gripped the religious leaders during the time of Jesus. They feared his message, his power, and the love that he commanded from the people. In their eyes, Jesus was a threat to their control and authority, and so they conspired against him, using fear as their weapon. But fear could not stop Jesus from fulfilling his purpose, and it will not stop you either. Your courage in the face of fear is a reflection of your faith. Trust in God, knowing that he is your strength, your shield, and your guide. Fear may try to grip you from within as well. It may whisper lies, making you doubt your worth, your strength, and your ability to carry out God's mission. These whispers, these doubts, are designed to paralyze you, to keep you from stepping into the fullness of your destiny. But remember, God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When fear rises, combat it with faith. Speak truth over yourself, reminding your soul of who you are and whose you are. You are a child of God, chosen and equipped for this time. Nothing can stand in your way when you walk in alignment with God's purpose for your life. As you navigate the challenges of jealousy and fear, you will also encounter intimidation. Intimidation is a tactic used by those who feel threatened by your light and your potential. They may try to belittle you, to make you feel small, inferior, or unworthy of your calling. Their goal is to undermine your confidence, to make you doubt yourself, and to keep you from stepping fully into your purpose. But you were not created to be small. You were not designed to shrink in the presence of others. You were made to stand tall, to carry the light of God within you, and to shine brightly for all to see. Intimidation is nothing more than a mask for insecurity. When people try to intimidate you, they are revealing their own fear of losing control, of being overshadowed by your presence. They see in you something that they lack, and it terrifies them. But intimidation cannot hold power over you unless you allow it to. Remember the words of Jesus when he faced the Pharisees and Sadducees, who constantly tried to trap him with their questions and accusations. He never wavered, never faltered in his confidence. His strength came from knowing who he was and whose he was. You too can stand in that same confidence, knowing that you are chosen, loved, and empowered by God. The spirit of intimidation may come from unexpected places, from those closest to you, from authority figures, or even from within yourself. Sometimes the loudest voice of intimidation is your own inner critic, telling you that you're not enough, that you're not ready, that you'll never succeed. But these are lies. The truth is that you were made for this. God has already equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your calling. The path has been laid before you, and while it may not always be easy, it is the path that leads to your destiny. Forgiveness is perhaps one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal during this time. As you encounter jealousy, fear, and intimidation, you will be tempted to hold on to resentment, to allow bitterness to take root in your heart. But holding on to these negative emotions only weighs you down, keeping you from fully embracing the blessings that are coming your way. Forgiveness is not about excusing the behavior of others. It is about freeing yourself from the chains of the past. When you forgive, you release the hold that those who have wronged you have on your spirit. You make room for healing, for growth, and for new beginnings. Think again of Joseph. After all that he endured, betrayal, slavery, imprisonment, he could have easily held on to bitterness toward his brothers. But instead, he chose to forgive them, recognizing that their actions, while hurtful, were part of God's greater plan for his life. In forgiving them, Joseph not only restored his relationship with his family, but also positioned himself to save them from famine. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. It allows you to move forward unburdened, with a heart that is open to receiving the fullness of God's blessings. Forgiveness isn't just about others. It's about you. When you release the burden of unforgiveness, you open a channel for God's peace and clarity to flow into your life. The heaviness lifts, and you begin to see things with new eyes, free of the distortions caused by hurt. This new vision allows you to focus on what truly matters: your purpose, your relationship with God, and the divine calling you are meant to fulfill. September is a time for new beginnings, and holding on to past hurts can block the flow of blessings God has prepared for you. Let this be the month where you let go, forgive, and move forward in faith. September is a time of new beginnings, of fresh starts and renewed purpose. Astrologically, this month is marked by significant events that influence your spiritual journey in profound ways. The full moon in Pisces on September 3rd brings with it a powerful energy of introspection and revelation. It is a time to dive deep into your soul, to confront the parts of yourself that have been hidden away in darkness. This is not a time for avoidance or denial. It is a time for truth, for facing the shadows within and allowing the light to illuminate them. Just as Jonah was swallowed by the great fish and spent 3 days in its belly, you too are called to confront the deepest parts of your soul during this time. It is not an easy process, but it is a necessary one. The full moon's energy invites you to release what no longer serves you, to shed the layers of fear, doubt, and insecurity that have been holding you back. This is a period of purification, where you are cleansed and renewed, making space for the growth and blessings that are to come. As the new moon in Virgo approaches on September 17th, the energy shifts toward new beginnings, particularly in areas related to health, service, and daily routines. Virgo is a sign of purity, discipline, and order, and its influence calls you to reorganize your life, to create structures and habits that align with your divine purpose. This is the time to plant new seeds, to start projects that will bear fruit in the future. Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, or a new mindset, the energy of Virgo supports your efforts to build something lasting and meaningful. The Virgo energy also calls for simplicity. It asks you to return to the essentials, to strip away the excess, and focus on what truly matters in your life. This is a moment to declutter, not just physically but spiritually and emotionally. What beliefs, habits, or relationships are weighing you down? What areas of your life need to be reorganized to better serve your purpose? The new moon in Virgo is your opportunity to make these adjustments, to align every aspect of your life with your higher calling. The autumn equinox on September 22nd is another powerful symbol of balance and harmony. Just as day and night are in equal measure, you are invited to find balance in your own life, between your spiritual and earthly responsibilities. This is a time to integrate the lessons you have learned on your spiritual journey into your daily actions, to bring heaven to earth, and to live in alignment with your divine purpose. The equinox is also a moment of reflection, a time to take stock of what you have harvested so far, and to assess what still needs to be sown for the future. The equinox is about harmony. It is a reminder that while you are on a spiritual journey, you also have earthly duties and responsibilities. It's not about choosing one over the other, but about finding a way to honor both. It's about finding that delicate balance where your spiritual practices inform your daily actions, and where your earthly work is infused with the divine. This is the space where true transformation happens, when you live in alignment with your purpose, both in spirit and in the world. Throughout this month, you will be surrounded by divine protection. The Lord is your refuge, shielding you from the storms that the enemy may try to bring your way. In a vision, I saw rain falling, but an umbrella was protecting God's people from being drenched. This vision is a reminder that no matter what adversities you face, God's hand is over you, keeping you safe from harm. His protection is not just physical but spiritual as well, guarding your heart and soul from the negative influences that seek to distract or derail you. As you move through this time of transformation, remember that September is not only a month of challenges, but also one of prosperity. God is pouring out His blessings upon you, opening doors that have been closed for too long, and creating pathways where there were once walls. New beginnings are on the horizon, and the keys to your future are being released. Whatever it is that you've been waiting for, a new home, a new opportunity, a breakthrough in your finances, know that God is working on your behalf, aligning everything in your favor. These breakthroughs aren't just material. They are spiritual, emotional, and relational. You may find that relationships that have been strained suddenly heal. You may discover new depths in your spiritual life as God reveals things to you that you've never seen before. Financial opportunities may arise, not just for survival, but for abundance and to bless others. September is a month of overflow, where God's generosity and grace will be evident in every area of your life. You are not walking this journey alone. Angels are particularly close to you this month, ready to offer guidance, support, and encouragement. These divine messengers are here to help you navigate the challenges ahead and to seize the opportunities that come your way. Pay attention to the signs they send, whether in the form of dreams, intuitions, or unexpected encounters. These are the whispers of the divine, reminding you that you are never alone on this path. The battles you face are not won through human strength or arguments. They are won through faith, prayer, and a deep connection with God. Jesus, in his most difficult moments, would withdraw to pray, seeking strength and guidance from the Father. This is your example. When the world feels heavy, when the forces of darkness seem overwhelming, retreat into the presence of God. Seek His wisdom, His comfort, and His power. It is through this connection that you will find the strength to continue, to rise above the challenges, and to walk boldly in your divine purpose. This is your time to rise. The universe has aligned for you, the path is illuminated, and the heavens are ready to pour out blessings. September is not just another month. It is your gateway to greatness, to the next level of your spiritual journey. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are chosen, protected, and equipped for the journey ahead. There is nothing you cannot overcome with God by your side. As you go forward, remember that your light is needed in this world. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to shine brighter, to grow deeper in your faith, and to lead others toward the light. Just as the prophets and apostles faced adversity but remained steadfast in their mission, you too must stand firm in your identity and purpose, fulfilling the divine plan for your life. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are ready. Let September be the month where your light breaks through every shadow and where your faith reaches new heights. Embrace the journey ahead with joy and expectation, for great things are on the horizon.